G'day, today we're going to have a look at level 11 in the passenger flow DLC of Train Valley 2. This one's called the Netherlands, so we've got 16 minutes. We can't allow any trains to arrive at the wrong station, and we have to earn at least 1.35 million. Okay, so we start off with three lettered stations, A, B, and D, and then we've got E will come up over here and C over here, and then we've got a lot of workers that'll, we've got to get boards and bonds over here, and gold ingots and bonds over there. So we've got a lot of gold and bonds to make here. So what we'll do is we'll just start off by making a connection between A, B, and D, and we'll also add the workers on that can join. So we'll just go up, join here. I can come across and join there. And there we go. Okay, so what we'll do first is we'll just move our workers in here and get wood being made because we're going to need it soon enough. And we'll just pause for a second and just get that as far as we can. Alright, we'll order some trains. And what we'll do is we'll just send trains from one station with these two full so that we've got all our trains flowing in the same one similar direction. Just make sure they go in the right place. This is a bit more annoying when you have to go one for one with your trains, because the big part of this is just making sure we send everything to the right place. So one for one definitely challenges you a bit more. But basically we just want to try and get through this as quickly as we can so that we can just focus more on the workers and have as much time left to do that as possible. So we won't worry about building till E until we get an E train up here. There we go. And so what we'll do is we'll just build a bridge here and then just connect that both ways. There we go. And this is C station come in. And again, we won't worry about that C station until we get a C train. There's our C train. Okay, so let's have a look. How do we get over there? I assume it's going to be. So if we go here, the question is, can we knock this castle over? No, we can't. Okay, that's alright. So what it means is that we'll build up here. Then we'll build a bridge there. And connect it. And then that'll come this way. And we'll just join it to this track. And then we'll have this guy just work his way up the hill and join like that. Okay. Oh, it just shows that guy's going to go the wrong way, so we'll just make sure we pause him before he arrives in the wrong place. And what we'll just do is we'll send 2 more lots of workers down here just to get more wood made. Okay. So we'll send him that way. Send him that way. Okay, so there's our 30 trains. So we can just sort of finish up them and then we'll start working on everything else. So once this train goes through there, we'll start sending these D trains up. I'll just make that connection. Okay, great. So with them out of the way, we will buy this. So it looks like we just get electricity. We don't have to do anything to have it work. So all it's going to need to be is just connected to the network, which we can do like so. We'll make this guy join both ways, and we can get goal. Now what we'll do as well is we're just going to do some quick admin and make sure nothing is pointing towards one of those our leaded stations because we don't need them anymore. In fact, we can probably just delete the connections to them to make sure there is no chance anything goes to them. But we'll leave it for now. And what we'll do is we'll just start sending some guys where they need to be. Okay, so we're going to need 18 boards. So we'll send the first lot of those over here. I'll just make sure that connection's there. Okay, now we're going to need paper production too. So I want to get some more workers heading down this way. So in terms of paper, we're going to need 28. So we can send a big chunk of guys there at the moment. Now that is one thing to note as well. When it comes to the gold and the boards, we need 12 and 18. So there's two numbers that are divisible by 6, whereas the bonds need 14, which is divisible by 7. So once we've got these first two lots done, what we will do is upgrade our trains to get us carrying 7 instead of 6. And what I'll do is I'll send some more guys down to get gold production continuing. Now we'll get our next lot of wood over here so we can get our full 18 on sort of order in place. And then what I might do is just send a few more guys down here. Okay, so we'll send our gold delivery up. do is we'll send our boards down as well. Okay, so that's our first wave of things done. So we can start upgrading our trains, and what we'll do is we'll send 14 guys down here. Actually, do we need any more planks? No, we don't. We don't need planks for ponds, so we'll send these guys down to the gold. And we need paper though, so we're going to need 28 in total. So once this guy gets through, we need to get more wood being made and more paper. Okay, so what I can do with the other guys that are here is we can start sending them over to be bonds. And we will send more guys in to do wood. Send our first gold guys over. I realized I accidentally sent a train of it wasn't full size, so this guy will be faster than that train. So we just want to give him a bit of a head start. So we got that last train to upgrade. Okay, so we'll send these guys down to here. And we will send paper up and just get that started. Okay, we'll send more guys down to do more gold. Let's make sure it's gone the right place. More workers up here. Send them more paper too. Okay, then we'll send all our lumber down. Then we'll follow that up with some workers. Now the other thing though is that we do actually need the money. So what we'll do is we'll just send more guys to the boards just to have that money being made. As you can see, we've got a lot more money to be made, but the bonds should hopefully be worth a fair bit once they start to come in. And we'll also continue just to make wood for the same reason, and then we can send that wood to the different locations. Okay, so we'll send a set of bonds. We'll send them this way. Okay, so you can see that's worth 42,000. So from our bonds deliveries, we should go up another, say, 200,000 or so. We still have 6 minutes at this point. We'll send our gold up this way. We'll send more workers after the gold. And we'll send some paper after them as well. And we'll just send this while we've got some space, just in here. We're actually probably better off sending it down here because we can then send that somewhere else. So Just send that on its way down. Oh, actually, no, we'll send it north just so we can get these 7 out and up there as well. We do actually need more wood too, so there's we actually might just hold those guys there, and we'll just get this guy through, and then we'll send them back. Good. We might send these guys down in here just to get more wood being made. And then we'll send our gold up too, although we might get our next lot of bonds out just so that we're sort of on top of how much we've got left to do. So we'll send these bonds down and out this way. We'll send a set of workers this way. Actually, we might send, so we've got 5 bonds, so we need at least 2 more lots. That should cover us with the amount that we need. And then we'll follow that up with some gold. It looks like we're just going to need a couple more paper up there. So we'll send 6 more paper. Okay, so now what we're going to need is just more money, really. About 200,000 more, so we're looking pretty good at the moment. So we know we're going to get about 80,000 from the 2 lots of bonds that we still need to deliver. So we just want to get sort of wood moving around because that's worth a little bit more. We'll get this first lot of bonds moving too. And what we'll do is we'll move some gold because that's worth a good 20,000. Okay, so we're down to about 100,000 left to go. Alright, we're going to take a Hail Mary on these 21. We're not going to get the full 21,000 for this. But it's probably all we're going to have time to sneak in now. But as soon as that arrives, that should be the amount of money that we need. And we can send the bonds home. And we just have to hope this takes less than 30 seconds to get there. Hang on a second, we're worth 42,000. What do we need? Yeah, 39,000. Whoa, there we go. By the skin of our teeth. So I mean, obviously you could speed that up by if you want to try and go a bit faster at the very beginning where I took it easy. But I guess whatever works, right? There's my world rankings if you're curious. Yeah, any questions or comments, feel free to chuck them below. If you had a different approach, I'd love to hear it too. Wasn't the biggest fan of that level in terms of difficulty. It was tricky, but I do enjoy a challenge. So it took me a few attempts, but no, good one. All right, until next time, catch you later.